Brian Winnekins at the NAFB convention in Kansas City. Thank you to Annabis Silo of Durand, the Animal Wellness Center of Buffalo Valley, and Growth Energy for sponsoring our broadcasts. And joining us now is Karen Richter. She is the producer president for the National Pork Producers Federation, and Karen's from Minnesota. And Karen, well, first tell us about the home farm.
Okay, I'm a family farm, hogs and crops, about an hour south of Minneapolis in the Montgomery area.
How many head?
We have wean to finish and feeder to finish operation. We finish out about 3,000 head of gilts. We work together with another farm family from our county and raise out the gilts for them, and then also purchase some feeder pigs from them and finish about 600 head.
Wow. Now you also mentioned crops. What do you have for crops?
Corn and soybeans.
How many acres?
About 650.
Interesting weather year for you this year?
Oh, definitely the challenges. It was really a good feeling to finish corn harvest last Saturday and try and finish up the tillage and the fertilizer application and close the book on this year's cropping season.
Yeah, in Durand we had that, 16 inches of snow on first weekend of May. Just didn't do very, and then we had the drought, of course, too. So it's been interesting to say the least. Hog markets have been interesting to say the least as well. We're coming into a time of year with the supply. There could be some things coming up with that. Tell us about that.
This is our normal heavier supply runs. Looking over history, this is why we have October Pork Month to kick off that fourth quarter. And we've had some very good prices. The bright spot is, as a livestock producer and looking at feed costs, those lower grain prices are helping there. So looking at reducing, some of the challenges against our producers. We have coming into the season, we've got the health challenge of the PEDV, the pork epidemic diarrhea virus that emerged in the U.S. last spring. Prevalent in other parts of the world, but had managed to keep that at bay in the U.S. So we're working through our checkoff efforts, have put $800,000 plus towards research to try and get a handle on this virus and finding the best methods. We encourage producers to, any signs of this virus look a lot like TGE, and to work closely with their veterinarians and to ramp up those biosecurity measures to try and keep this virus at bay.
The big thing now with the virus, though, that we need to let everyone know as well is this doesn't affect humans. There is no way they can get that, right?
Absolutely. This is strictly a production disease, production illness. It is not transferable to humans. It is not a zoonotic disease, and it is not conveyed through the meat. So pork is safe, and it does not pose a human health challenge.
Now let's talk about sustainability. That's another big issue with the pork checkoff, and I bet it's a big issue on your farm.
It is. We are, as farmers, no matter what we do, we're committed to continuous improvements. And this is a great message that, sustainability seems to be the buzzword, with consumers and with our customers, that we compared production today compared to 50 years ago. And as we look at producing pound for pound of pork through carcass weight, we are doing it with 78% less land and 41% less water. And overall, with the changes that we made in our operations and feeding, genetics and feeding rations and that for the diets for our hogs, we have eliminated reduced our carbon footprint by 35%.
Wow, that's great. And for consumers, they can get more information online, I bet.
Exactly. Porkbeinspired.com, thousands of recipes on there, cooking videos, everything. And then for producers, our hog farmers out there, go to pork.org. We do in the bottom corner have a spot to click on with the latest updates and information, as we have garnered it through our research on the PEDV virus as well.
Well, great. Well, again, Karen, we appreciate you joining us.
Thank you.
Karen Richter with the National Pork Board from the NAFB convention. I'm Brian Winnekins for Real Country 1430 WRD.